Dr. Umar Johnson, this is what Big Hawk Yonkers native has to say about you. I'm talking about me. It's no disrespect. But I've been listening to your rhetoric for a long time. A long time, you and these blackity blacks I've been listening to. I'm going to react and put my input with the video that you did. Okay? This is what I'm going to do.
Warning, don't try this if you're afraid of women falling for
Okay?
you. I've smelled the
I'm
most
gonna do
amazing
this.
cologne I've ever smelled. So
I want everybody to hear this. I want everybody to see this.
Dr. Umar, welcome back.
Glad to be back.
Serious thing, right? All right, so we're gonna get right into it. What is this big obsession with, like, this big push of Trump support from black people? Like, what's going on here, Fight?
Couple things. I think the reason why Donald Trump is getting more support from black people, and I would not be surprised if this would be the first election since the 1930s that black people voted more for a Republican than a Democrat. So history might be made in November. History might be made. But don't get it twisted. The black bourgeoisie is on their job and they out there. So the black bourgeoisie ain't gonna go easy because they know if Trump wins, they're done. No more contracts, no more set aside. You see what I'm saying? Because remember, the black bourgeoisie is only fighting for their own personal stake. They don't care about black folks. And the Democrats, if you can't deliver the black vote, what good are you? So they all going if they lose. They're not fighting for us, they fighting for themselves. Couple reasons why black folks may go Republican in November. Black people may go Republican in November. Number one, I think they're finally getting disenchanted with the Democrats. I think it's finally beginning to seep in.
Now, he's right there. We got tired of Democrats lying to us and making idiots out of the black American community. Keep going.
I think a lot of the analyses that are being made by black political thinkers, including myself, I think black people are really starting to see that we've been had. I mean, to have voted this way for 90 years and got nothing out of it, it's time for a change of some sort. That's number one. Number two, I think a lot of black people are attracted to Donald Trump's unapologetic disposition. He's very unapologetic.
And we are. He is a man. He's not one of them yes mans. Donald Trump is going to do what Donald Trump is going to do to help people. But let's go on what you're about to say, sir.
Go off cue cards. Completely different from Barack Obama and Joe Biden. You follow me? For a lot of black people, even though he's a racist, he's a breath of fresh air because he said.
Now, Dr. Umar Johnson, how do you know he's a racist, sir? He was the same racist that got all them people out of jail exonerated, and the majority was black, sir. He's the same racist that gave the black colleges $500,000, sir. But he's racist. Let's keep going.
That's what he wants to say. The entertainment aspect of Donald Trump is winning blacks. Number three, Donald Trump claims to care about the economic state of black America, which he doesn't. But he's openly saying.
How do you know, sir? If he didn't care about us, he would have never came when he was president first and kept saying he was going to come and meet with all the black politicians. But being black and blackity black, being blackity black, we always call the white man a devil. We call him the C word, which I don't want to say because I hate that word. And we'll say that they're prejudiced, racist, and biased. So, Dr. Umar Johnson, what does that make us when we call them devils and call them the C word? What does that make us? Let's keep going.
And I'm going to do something about the economics in the black community. He said that the first term, it ain't do nothing, right? So he's not going to do nothing, but he's speaking directly to black America.
Dr. Umar Johnson, he was going to do it, but you know what? Us black folks didn't want him to come in our neighborhood because we felt some type of way. He kept trying to get us to listen. He did. He tried to get us to listen about how bad our neighborhood is, how bad our kids are in school doing bad. He did. how bad we was killing each other. But guess what? Black people didn't want. They didn't want to hear it. Let's keep going.
Where Joe Biden is not. And I think that's why he's going to carry a lot of votes, especially black men. Especially black men, because what is the black man's biggest issue? Earning money. Biden ain't even talking about it. So I do think that Donald Trump, for the first time in almost 100 years, he may carry the black vote. Now, I'm still not voting for neither one of them. And the reason why is they're both racist. Neither one has a track record of helping black folks.
So Dr. Umar Johnson, if he's racist, what are you? What are you? If he's racist, what are all of these black groups that only want to deal with black, only want to marry black? What is that? What is that, sir? That's not bias, Dr. Umar Johnson. That's not bias at all. That's not bias or racist. But we're going to keep going, though.
Joe Biden got this migrant crisis coming in where he's basically trying to wash out the black with the brown, and they are making headway. Take care.
Joe Biden. You're right about that. You are exactly right. But he's not just trying to wipe out the brown people and the black people. He's trying to wipe out all Americans from getting ahead. It's not just the black and brown thing, sir. He wants to wipe out all of us and give all the jobs to them because he know they're going to work for zero. But we're going to keep going.
People who are not even citizens. While we got homeless blacks, disabled blacks out there, veterans who not get what they're supposed to, I can't support that.
That's why I say you're prejudiced, Dr. Umar Johnson, by it. You saying homeless black, everything. What about homeless whites? What about homeless Asians? What about homeless Hispanics? What about homeless Indians? Why does it have to just be homeless blacks, sir? And we're not racist. We're going to keep going.
Crap, to watch them take care of the Native Americans and the homosexuals and the Asian hate bill and all this, and billions to Ukraine and billions to Israel, and not do nothing for me, he can't get my vote. But when I look at Trump, I look at the fact that he signed more death warrants, federal death warrants, his last term than any president since slavery. And when I look at the fact that he wants to give the police complete immunity, they're killing us now. Once they get complete immunity.
Dr. Umar Johnson, you're talking about how the cops is killing us. But why don't y'all blackity blacks talk about how black people desecrate each other Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week, sir, over colors, over property we don't own, over money, over women, but none of y'all blackity blacks talk about that, sir. Why? Why are you just talking about how the cops want to kill blacks when Negroes kill each other more than cops? When do you really hear about cops killing Negroes? Once in a blue moon? But Negroes every day on the news. You didn't hear about the two black people who was shot, the kids? By the grace of God, they survived because they only got shot in the leg and the arm. And guess who did that, sir? They was black. Let's keep going.
You can't even question what they did. You know how many black folks are going to die on these streets? So for me, I have
So the only ones that's going to die on the streets is blacks? Dr. Umar Johnson, you talk, you have a degree, you call yourself a doctor. I don't have a degree. I got a high school diploma. I am not the smartest light in the stocks, but I'm not a dummy. Dr. Umar Johnson, more of everybody is going to die on the streets, Dr. Umar Johnson. Everybody's going to die on the streets. It's not going to just be blacks. So what are you talking about, sir? But let's keep going.
3 strong, compelling reasons to not vote for either, and I don't have a good reason to vote for either. So neither one of them get my vote. I'll probably vote for one of my ancestors or something.
The thing I don't understand with the politics, man, is like, we understand the game, right? But the promises they make, you don't have to have the greatest intellectual capability to understand they can't deliver.
Want to learn how to avoid acting like a dermatologist?
I'm going to stop the video right there. But this is the mentality of Dr. Umar Johnson and all of these blackity blacks. They talk all this crap. Meanwhile, black people kill each other like crazy. They sold Harlem out. Harlem got sold out by black people under the table. The black politicians used to come to Harlem on a regular basis until I have a friend that told me what his friend told him. What Al Dirty Sharpton, Charles Rango, and all of these politicians, these blackity blacks, sold Harlem out. And you're talking to all of these blackity blacks are talking all of this stuff. Why don't you go like I'm doing? I'm going and met with a female who's trying to save a building from the migrants. I'm not a doctor like you. I don't have a degree like you. I don't have, I guess, intelligence like you, but I have a heart. And I'm out there and I'm going back to see how she's doing. Okay? So what you need to do, you and the blackity blacks that talk this need to cut the crap. Y'all need to cut it. I'm glad my brother gave me this video because now I'm really heated with Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm so tired of him getting on here talking this blackity black stuff, man. And black people will kill each other over a drop of a dime, colors, women, money, blocks we don't even own, don't even have the deed, so, but this is my block. But then the one that can take your black behind and tell you to leave ain't black. And they're going to tell you to leave. And if you don't leave, if you don't got the rent, you're done. So please, man. This is the same man that disrespects black men because we want to venture out. We don't want to stay in the bubble. And we like dating all race of women. So there's something wrong with black men like me that want to date other women besides black women. This is the same one. Dr. Umar Johnson, man, real talk. Quit it while you're ahead. Really, you need to. You really need to stop this, man. You were the same one that was talking to a Caucasian female. Where was all that blackity black then, sir? Where was it at? This is Big Hawk Yonkers native. Until the next video, I'm out of here. Peace to Peter Carter. Peace to my sister, Angela. Peace to Philly Dom, and peace to all the blacks, the whites, the Asians, and every other YouTuber that gets on here and does their thing. Salute. I'm out.